This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen-Lee. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Petro Gazz makes epic fourth-set comeback against Choco Mucho to get closer to a PVL final spot. Stewart banned for 2 games after NBA brawl. Malixi withdraws from Augusta National Women's Amateur due to back pain. The Padres stay hot as they shut out the Guardians 7-0 to extend their historic start. In the NBA, the incredible Stephen Curry drops 52 as the Warriors defeat the Grizzlies. While the Magic keep their playoff hopes alive with a win over the Spurs. And Filipino esports star Master Owen welcomes the Scorecard to his brand new crib. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 2nd of April. Now here's our roundup. Petro Gazz rallied from a significant fourth-set deficit to seal a 24-26, 25-18, 25-17, 27-25 win over Choco Mucho in the PVL All-Filipino Conference semifinals at the Phil Sports Arena. The Angels overcame a 21-15 deficit with a sizzling 8-0 run to pull ahead, then delivered a dramatic finish to improve to 2-0 in the single round-robin Final Four, putting them one step closer to a finals ticket. Janelle Cheng was key in the comeback, punching in back-to-back aces that helped turn the tide and set up a match-ending point. Aiza Maizo Pontilla sealed the deal with a powerful smash from the right wing, sending the Angels to match point at 24-22. Choco Mucho fought hard in the opening set, claiming a close 26-24 win. But Petro Gazz dominated the next 2 sets, taking control with solid defense and strong attacks from Maizo Pontillas and the team's front line. With the win, Petro Gazz now sits at 2-0 in the Final Four standings, eyeing a spot in the finals. Choco Mucho, on the other hand, remains at 0-2 and needs a win in their next match to stay alive in the race.
Rianne Malixi, an 18-year-old Filipino golfer, withdrew from the Augusta National Women's Amateur due to a lower back injury. She made this decision after playing just 4 holes during her practice round at Champions Retreat Golf Club. A rising golf star, Malixi in 2024 achieved a historic double by winning both the U.S. Girls Junior and the U.S. Women's Amateur Championships, becoming only the 2nd player to accomplish this feat in the same calendar year. Now, as of early 2025, she was ranked 4th in the World Amateur Golf Ranking. Malixi's back issues have been recurring. She also withdrew from the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific Championship just earlier this year after playing 5 holes due to a back strain. She mentioned undergoing a recent MRI but chose not to disclose further details regarding her injury. Malixi is set to join Duke University's golf team as an incoming freshman. Her withdrawal reduces to the ANWA field to 71 players. The prestigious 54-hole 4-day tournament is underway with the rounds at Champions Retreat and Augusta National Golf Club. Rianne, get well soon.
In baseball, the San Diego Padres continue their dominant run, blanking the Cleveland Guardians 7-0 to improve to 6-0, the best start in franchise history. Michael King was electric on the mound, striking out 11 batters over 5 innings while allowing just 2 hits and 1 walk. The Padres' bullpen took over from there, tossing 4 scoreless innings with 5 more strikeouts to seal the shutout. San Diego's offense kept the pressure on as Jackson Merrill got things started with a solo home run in the 4th inning. The Padres tacked on 2 runs each in the 5th and 7th, plus 1 in the 6th and 8th, capitalizing on 2 Cleveland errors. Jake Cronenworth and Manny Machado both had 2 hit nights. Cronenworth also drove in a run while Machado scored and walked, and Fernando Tatis Jr. contributed 2 RBIs. Despite not recording a hit, the Guardians struggled at the plate, managing just 2 hits from Steven Kwan and Gabriel Arias. Logan Allen took the loss, allowing 4 earned runs over 5.1 innings. The Padres will look to complete the sweep in Game 3 as they continue their red-hot start to this season.
In the NBA, incredible Stephen Curry put on a show with 52 points, and Draymond Green posted a triple-double as the Golden State Warriors defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 134-125. Curry, the NBA's all-time leader in three-point shooting, was simply unstoppable, knocking down 12 of 20 from beyond the arc at Memphis's FedEx Forum. His remarkable performance propelled the Warriors to 5th place in the Western Conference with a 44-31 record, closer to an automatic playoff spot. The 37-year-old's 52 points marked his second 50-point game of the season and the 15th of his whole career. Green, on the other hand, contributed with 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists, while Jimmy Butler added 27 points. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr commended Curry's age-defying performance, praising his condition, his skill and audacity, and of course his belief. Grizzlies interim coach Tomas Aisalo also praised Curry's dominant first quarter, in which he scored 19 points. Ja Morant led the Grizzlies with 36 points, and Jaren Jackson Jr. added 22, but Memphis couldn't quite sustain a second-half rally after taking a 4-point lead with under 4 minutes remaining.
Meanwhile, Paolo Banchero shined with 24 points and 10 rebounds, while Franz Wagner added 24 points as the Orlando Magic defeated the San Antonio Spurs 116-105, giving their playoff campaign a much-needed boost. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope contributed 23 points, including 7 three-pointers, and Caleb Houston had 12 points as the Magic, with 37 and 40, moved into a tie with the Atlanta Hawks for 7th in the East, with 7 games left in the regular season. Harrison Barnes led the Spurs with 24 points, and Stephon Castle added 16 points, but San Antonio could not end their 5-game losing streak. The Spurs were up by 5 heading into the final frame, but the Magic surged ahead, taking a 95-93 lead after Jonathan Isaac's offensive rebound and dunk with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left. Orlando then went on a 10-2 run, capped by Wendell Carter Jr.'s three-point play to extend their lead to 10 with under 4 minutes remaining. Wagner led the Magic at the half with 17 points, with Caldwell-Pope adding 14. Castle led the Spurs with 12 points. In the third, San Antonio opened up a double-digit lead, but Orlando stayed close and cut it down to 84-79 on a late three-pointer by Houston. Now, here are other results from around the NBA.
And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. When playing badminton, have you ever used deception to fool your opponent? Deception in badminton is a masterful technique used to mislead an opponent instead of playing a predictable shot. A player uses sudden wrist flicks, body fakes, or delayed timing to create confusion. This strategy can force the opponent to react incorrectly, giving the player a perfect chance to take control of the rally. Legendary players like Taufik Hidayat and Lee Chong-wei use deception to dominate their matches, leaving their rivals guessing every single time. So the next time you're on the court, why just play hard when you can actually play smart and use a little deception?
Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. In the NBA, Detroit Pistons forward Isaiah Stewart has been suspended for 2 games without pay following a brawl during a game against the Minnesota Timberwolves last March 30, 2025. Stewart received the most severe penalty due to his history of unsportsmanlike conduct, which escalated the altercation. In addition, 4 other players have been handed 1-game suspensions: Ron Holland II, Marcus Sasser, Naz Reid, and Dante DiVincenzo. The brawl highlights the ongoing tension in high-intensity NBA matchups where the pressure sometimes leads to outbursts.
And that's our roundup for tonight, the 2nd of April. Up next, Filipino esports star Master OwGwen welcomes the Scorecard to his brand new crib. Watch out for that when we return, right here on The Scorecard.
With the expansion of the MPL universe coupled with its ever-growing fan base, you can say that the players are more than just thriving. They are truly raking success in. And here to inspire us with his esports journey story is Master OwGwen, who welcomed the Scorecard to his brand new crib.
There is no denying that 24-year-old Rogen Onigo, known in the MPL universe as Master OwGwen, is a force to reckon with. The Quezon City native currently plays as a roamer for Team Falcons Philippines. He has won multiple regional and global tournaments that include wins in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games and the M5 World Championship, both in 2023. OwGwen credits his father as his major influence in e-gaming.
Kasi since 7 years old ako, naglalaro po kami ng Dota. So dalawa po kami naglalaro, tapos nakita ko lang siya naglalaro one time. Parang tinry ko rin na laruin yun. Tapos hanggang sa pumasok ko sa hanggang sa nagtuloy-tuloy na develop yung pagiging gamer ko tsaka esports player. Hanggang sa pupunta ako sa ML. Yun, parang doon ako masyado nag-bloom.
OwGwen's parents were very supportive from the very beginning, enabling him to develop his skill in gaming.
Anong una, wala po talagang problema kasi full support kasi yung parents ko nung time na yun. Kasi lang naman free-to-play player lang ako eh. So, kung ano lang yung ko, na gamit lang, in-enjoy ko lang talaga. Tapos, nung mga time na yun talaga, kahit yung parents ko mismo nagpapahiram ng nila, ng cellphone nila para lang mapag-compete ako sa mga tournaments.
OwGwen was 18 when he started to earn significantly in various tournaments. But before that, life has not always been easy. Coming from humble beginnings, OwGwen was determined to excel in esports.
Nung lumalaki ako kasi nakatira lang kami sa lola namin. Tapos, yun, hatid lang kami sa isang kama, parang talagang sardinas kami nun. Tsaka, minsan, nagtitake shift kami sa pagtulog. Parang gising ng magdamag yung isa, tapos yung isa, kailangan mo nagsakripisyo, ganun. Tapos, yun, ganun kahirap yung buhay namin dati. Yun, promise ko na tataguyod ko yung pagiging ko. Panganay ko talaga. Talagang gusto kong akuin lahat nung time na yun kasi nakita ko rin talaga yung hirap na dinanas namin yun nung bata pa kami. Kaya ngayon medyo okay na.
OwGwen is not the type to splurge on trivial things. In fact, his first major purchase was an investment to better his game.
Nung unang-una ako pong binili nun, cellphone po para sa sarili, para mas lalo po akong mag-improve sa gameplay ko. Tapos sa na rin po sa pag-grind kasi kailangan rin po kasi talaga mga practice sa pagiging esport player eh. Kapag wala ka po kasing device, doon po talaga mahirapan.
And for his family, OwGwen bought what they consider as pure luxury.
Yung unang binili ko po nun washing machine eh. Yun natuwa yung mama ko kasi time na yun, lang kami. Kinakamay lang po namin yung mga labahin namin. Tapos, nung time na yun, ilalagay mo lang, tapos napadali na yung buhay namin. Kasi, sobrang laki na nun kasi, mostly kasi si mama ko kasi nag-laundry lahat. Yun, lahat ng damit namin. So yun, parang laking tulong na rin po sa mama ko nun.
From growing up in a cramped bedroom, OwGwen is now a proud owner of a brand new home he shares with his partner, Princess, who has been with him through thick and thin, and their 9-month-old son. The simple yet tastefully designed home is the product of his perseverance in esports.
Di ko po talaga na-realize na esports talaga magiging career ko eh. Lang po yun, na parang gumago with the flow lang po ako nun kasi yun nga po, nakakuha po ako ng income sa paglalaro ko ng tournaments, tapos parang ginagrind ko lang po ng grind. Hindi ko na po iniisip na parang magiging career ko yun.
OwGwen has this advice for fellow esports athletes.
Huwag masyadong parang one day millionaire kasi may mga athletes rin talaga na grabe maggastos sa sarili. Pero may mga time rin naman na okay lang kasi sarili mo naman yun Pero tingin ko kung parang galing ka rin sa hirap o kaya sa talagang mag-invest ka muna sa mga kailangan mo talaga.
And like a dutiful man, OwGwen continues to grind for a dream.
Wish ko po makatulong pa ako sa mga kapatid ko kasi hanggang ngayon nag-aaral pa rin po sila. Tapos wish ko lang po mapagtapos sila, hindi katulad nung nangyari sa akin kasi hindi po ako napagtapos ng college So yun po yung pinapangarap ko po sa kanila.
Looking back, OwGwen is grateful for the support of his partner, Princess.
May mga time naman po na nagbe-breakdown ako nung senior high ako kasi sobrang nakapagod din po sa talagang ginawa ko Naging working student ako, tas nag-grind pa ako ng ML. Talagang emotionally sobrang hina. Yan. Kaya, hindi ko na lang alam gagawin ko, parang bigla na lang nahihiyak. Diyan po siya, emotionally supporting me, tsaka di naman financially, pero lagi na, nandun siya mentally, tsaka physically, kasi pupunta po siya sa akin, kahit na sobrang layo niya.
When it comes to bashers, OwGwen credits his call center training as a working student for making him more resilient.
Sa bashers naman, parang na train na po ako sa work ko nung call center ko. Kasi marami rin po talagang mga mainit yung ulo doon, tapos mga kung ano na sinasabi. Parang, natotolerate ko na lang po talaga. Pero, ang po talaga sa coach namin, huwag na lang magbasa ng comments Yun ang tinitip ng coach namin.
With the roof above his head and his family serving as inspiration, Master OwGwen is determined to roam as the captain of his fate, fueled by a dream he wants to fulfill.
Pangarap ko pa mas tumagal kami sa paglalaro sa MPL, tapos mag-championship ulit kami as a team. Tsaka gusto ko pang mapag-world tour ulit kasama ang team ko.
When the scorecard returns, we will break down the playoffs list so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. All right, Hoopheads, we're in the final stretch of the 2025 NBA regular season, and the playoff picture is finally coming into focus. The Indiana Pacers just locked in their ticket to the dance thanks to an Atlanta Hawks loss, and things are finally getting wild in both conferences. So let's break it down. Cleveland, 60 wins. 6-0. Just let that sink in for a second. The Cavaliers are obliterating people. Evan Mobley is swatting shots like he's prime Duncan. And Donovan Mitchell is playing like a guy who wants that first finals appearance. The Celtics, they're still hanging around, but you can't shake the feeling that they're just a little bit off. Just a little bit. They've got the experience though. But the Knicks are right behind them. And honestly, how hilarious would it be if the Knicks made a deep run while Boston flamed out early? Somewhere, Bill Russell would be shaking his head. Then, we get to the Pacers. Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Haliburton are legit. And they have a much better defensive core than last season. The key? It's got to be Haliburton scoring. When he's on, this team can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Now, when he's off, it's a rough watch. They're better than last year, but let's be real. If they see Cleveland or Boston in the second round, it's going to be a steep climb. Meanwhile, Milwaukee is doing just enough to avoid the play-in. Detroit is actually relevant again. And the play-in battle is a complete mess. Chicago sneaking in after years of irrelevance is a fun story. But does anyone actually trust them to survive?
We'll think about that question for a second, Anton. But in the meantime, the Oklahoma City Thunder are sitting at 63 wins. Yes, you guys read that right. And looking like the Warriors 2.0. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is playing MVP-level basketball. Chet Holmgren is turning into a defensive nightmare. And they have so many dudes who can shoot that. It's unfair. They're the team to beat in the West. The Rockets at number 2 is shocking, but hey, credit where credit is due, right? The Nuggets and Lakers are right behind them, and let's talk about those Lakers for a second here. We've got LeBron, of course, Luka Doncic and Reeves. That's the squad. The post-AD Lakers era is here, and it is working. LeBron's got the all-time brain, Luka's got the generational skill set, and Austin Reeves is the ultimate glue guy here. They've got the offensive firepower to go deep in it, but the question is, can they actually stop OKC? That's the real question. Golden State is lurking over there, and you can never count them out. Memphis, of course, we have Minnesota, and the Clippers are all trying to avoid play-in chaos. But the real drama here, the Mavericks and Kings barely clinging to the last 2 play-in spots, while the Suns, yes, the Suns are somehow outside looking in. What happened there?
Well, we'll also think about that as well. Let me give my final thoughts. Who's really got a shot? In the East, Cleveland looks like an absolute juggernaut. But Boston and New York are built for a deep run as well. Indiana, they're scrappy, but a dark horse at best. Out West, it's the Thunder's world. But the Lakers, Nuggets, the Warriors all have enough juice to make things interesting. And let's not forget, the playoffs are all about matchups. If LeBron and Luka can get rolling at the right time, who's gonna stop them? 2 weeks to go, guys. Buckle up. It's about to get crazy.
Now let's keep an eye and stay ahead of the game with a full lineup of NBA matchups tomorrow. Before we go, think on this. From a 2-time world heavyweight boxing champion and 1968 Olympic gold medalist, George Foreman once said, "You have to keep your goal in mind and never lose sight of it." As we wrap up today's episode, a very special happy birthday to our dearest executive producer, Miss Jackie Aspidas. Your vision and dedication drive the success of the show. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your celebration. And with that said, happy birthday again, Miss Jackie. Anton has a song for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Jackie. Happy birthday to you. Officially the first time. The first time I sang happy birthday on live television. Para sa'yo yan, Miss Jackie. If you're watching right now, wherever you are, maraming salamat. You are the engine that keeps this show running. And we wish you many more great days to come. Maraming salamat, Miss Jackie.
We love you, Miss Jackie. And with that said, we will see you guys again right here on the Scorecard, where sports is our business.
And business is our sport right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Rojas.
And this is Erika Kristensen-Lee. Have a great evening, everyone.
Good night. Happy birthday, Miss Jackie.
Woo!